Over the past few days, 30 kilometers per hour has become popular in Kampala. This is in relation to the automated express penalty system, which is part of the ongoing implementation of the Intelligence Transport Monitoring System, ITMS, a government initiative being implemented by a Russian security firm, MS Joint Stock Company Global Security, JSCGS. This was meant to create a safe road environment, which birthed the auto EPS that has since affected motorists, leading to unrest. As the bright morning sunshine bathed the Ministry of Works compound today, members of the Uganda Taxi Operators Federation, UTOF, arrived for their high-stakes meeting with the ministry authorities. They paced up and down, their voices booming across the compound. They came with one big question: Ania Sasula, Luganda, for who will pay for these fines? Security officers at the ministry tried to calm them down, but they did not heed to their requests. Shortly after, the Traffic Regulation and Safety Commissioner, Winstone Katushabe, arrived and led them to the meeting ground. The voices could be heard from afar as they followed the commissioner. People in this place wondered what was going on. Most of them peeped through their office windows to find out what was happening outside. Upon reaching the meeting area, there were no chairs. Without them, some dropped onto the grass. They assembled into small clusters. Their voices rose and fell, punctuated with animated gestures and urgent hand signals. Some sat in silence. Well, everyone deals with situations differently. Others spoke up, worried that if they did not act now, they could lose everything.
Sawa zino government etetuwanga na siriji 10 ngubajje wanu batu baluli ne batu balu ngwatezawo zino batuddemu tituja kukiriza titusobola.
Over 30 minutes passed before the chairs were finally arranged and the meeting officially began. At first, it seemed chaotic as some spoke Luganda, others switched to English. One man attempted to address them in a language he thought they would understand, but he was swiftly replaced by their leader. Despite attempts at calm, the atmosphere remained charged until one of them was asked to say a prayer before the meeting started. They prayed together, then broke into their unison anthem. Their head, Rashid Sechindi, had to stand up to bring them to order. The attention given to him was commendable. It was like an assurance that he is one of them, and so he understands their pain. The meeting then proceeded, with the ministry represented by Commissioner Winstone Katushabe as well as its spokesperson Susan Kataike. Through their head, the taxi drivers read out a letter to the ministry officials containing their complaint about the EPS.
They synchronized it with the EPS Auto, and this exercise began around April 2025 along Sir Apollo Kagwa, Makerere, where taxi operators fell victim. On scrutiny, we established that a single taxi vehicle had over 10 offenses. Amusingly, it was one offense duplicated over 10 times, but at the same time, venue and the date.
Other complaints by taxi drivers included the lack of speed limit signs on some roads, inconsistent lighting, with officers often guiding the vehicles, and the fact that the system is more oppressive to owners and not drivers. They also say cross-border trade is being affected by the system.
The issue now we have is about the trucks which are coming within the country. Uganda is the member of transit transport agreement, which they signed under Northern Corridor of equal recognition. As of now, those trucks which carrying fuel from Malawi are ready to stop because they are asking us what's going on in Uganda. We told them, hold on, we are still in negotiations with the Minister of Works.
The Commissioner Katushabe acknowledged system flaws. He went ahead and asked traffic police officers to see that some of these questions are responded to with immediate effect.
They want EPS to be paid. Of course, they are bringing in a number of issues where they think Mark IV tickets have been issued, and some sections which indicate maybe 60 kilometers per hour, and somebody is driving at 40, the ticket is issued. I have accordingly asked the Directorate of Traffic to verify this and ensure that there are no errors mentioned by this group. But two, there are also other administrative errors which we thought can be addressed by the traffic police in the system. Of course, like any other system, those errors can be there, but also as a way of improvement, this we can do. But most importantly, I think where they were bringing a lot of issues was the issue of the money. The money is too much. They are saying, why do we not put the money under reasonable terms so that they can pay, especially the drivers? The period of 72 hours, I think this one as government, as a ministry, we can review this and see that we put it under reasonable terms, like 28 days like it used to be.
He also urged the traffic police to work with the Presidential Security Authority to ensure that no driver is forced to break the traffic rules, clearing the way for President Museveni and other officials. While saying all this, the taxi drivers were waiting for him to come out with a word halting the automated express penalty system, but he told them this was way below his authority. This was enough to bring the meeting to an end. Angry, they protested, with a few holding placards. They have vowed to suspend their activities from Monday next week if no action is taken. In the meantime, Muhammad Kajingo, a lawyer, has already filed a lawsuit seeking a High Court order to suspend all operations of joint stock company Global Security, alleging that it lacks capacity to run such a project. Court has subsequently set July 10th to start hearing the case. Lydia Feli Akulu, NTV Tonight.